Well, glory be and mercy me, we've done it yet again. Here we are, walk around the graveyard, right? Beautiful day. As always, I'm doing my daily research to find articles to talk about on my live stream, 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Thursday. Come on in. Let's have a cry and let's have a talk. Let's organize, let's do something, right? Let's find catharsis together. Come on in, 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And while I'm looking around at the articles to talk about, what's the thing that we keep seeing over and over again? What's the social media losing its mind about? Hey guys, did you hear? The FBI raided Mar-a-Lago. Trump's the first president to ever have the FBI raid. The Republicans are losing their minds. Defund the FBI. Oh my God, it's the big thing. It's the big story. And it's completely and utterly a distraction. The way that the entire political system in the United States, certainly at the federal level, has become nothing more than theater. That what you are watching is performance art dressed up to look like politics in order to continually funnel you into a system that is already dead and has already betrayed you. That is the nature of this FBI raid at Trump's Mar-a-Lago. That Trump is the heel. If you think of the American political system as WWE politics, I remember when I was growing up, there was always this swirling idea. Oh yeah, the wrestling in WWE, that's real. It's real, I tell you. Absolutely. Forget about the fact that when a guy is thrown against the ropes, he continues running into the fist of his opponent instead of stopping and planting his feet. In much the same way, the American political system has this same debate. Oh yeah, that's real politics. This is important stuff. We're setting historical precedents. Well, in the WWE, out comes Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. Right? They talk a lot of smack and the audience screams and hollers and something nefarious happens, right? A corrupt referee, a guy comes in with the chair, there's some kind of cheating event, a manufactured drama for all of us to get up in arms about. And then once the event ends and the audience stops paying attention, all of the performers go behind the curtain, shake each other's hand, say job well done, and get paid by the same guy. This is American politics, and what's presented to us is American politics. It's why I'm not really losing my mind about this Trump raid. Trump has declared the fifth 400 times. So what? Let's say that the FBI actually does charge Trump with something. Let's say that Donald Trump actually faces some kind of legal recourse, right? As they all should and could. Let's say, though, that the Democrats actually do manage to do something that makes it so that Trump can no longer run for president again. So, the Democrats and the Republicans are performance artists who work for the same people, the actual power structure of America, which is your Vanguards, your Sixth Streets, your BlackRocks, right? The actual owners, where the actual politics actually happens. The system of American democracy is in fact the circuses, in the phrase bread and circuses. What's the way to distract the populace? Bread and circuses. Well, the Congress, the Senate, and the presidency is the circus. It's not where actual politics happens. If it became the place where actual politics happened, the real rulers of this country would stop using it and would simply discuss amongst themselves what is to be done. You can see that happen at the World Economic Forum. You can see that happen, the Bilderberg Group. You can see that happen, right? To me, it's completely non-controversial that the powerful people of our society get together and make decisions and use the political apparatus in order to distract us. And as long as they can get you whipped up into a fervor, right? This election's the most important election in the history of elections. We've got to stand up against Donald Trump, a neo-fascist who's going to usher in an era of darkness across America, and we've got to get out there and vote. We got to get out there and vote. Make sure you get out there and vote. What are these Republicans saying? This is the most affronting thing that's ever happened in the history of America. It's an offense to the presidency, to the office, and you got to get out there and vote. It's always the same thing. The only solution that's ever offered by these allies of the capitalist death cult is to pressure people to funnel energy into this dead and illegitimized pursuit of voting for clowns who are not interested in helping you, who have never been interested in helping you, who do not represent your interests, who are incapable of responding rationally to the multiple crises that they themselves are responsible for generating. Voting will not work because it doesn't matter who you vote for in this dead system. The Democrats act no differently than the Republicans. They didn't codify Roe v. Wade. They are just as warmongerish. They're just as psychopathic when it comes to destroying the civil society. They work for corporate power, where the real politics happens. They don't work for you. And going out and voting is not going to change that. If Donald Trump does go to prison, which he won't, but if he does, well, what difference does that make? His son will run. DeSantis will run. Another neo-fascist will run. The only reason they're running this grift is to convince you to keep voting and to continue stalling on what we all know is finally the truth. That the only way we are going to actually get the system of power to respond rationally to these crises that they are generating, to this apocalypse that they are responsible for creating, is to surround the halls of power, is to surround their homes, is to make it impossible for them to do anything, go anywhere, see anyone, do anything without being confronted every moment of every day, of every month, of every year of their lives by us, the people, who need to remind them where the true power lies within the society. Stop participating in the show. Stop participating in the grift. It isn't real. It's simply vanity projects for people like Donald Trump and Joe Biden, who get to pat themselves on the back for becoming the president. Doesn't matter at all. Has no relevance whatsoever. It's just their vanity. We shouldn't bother engaging in their vanity projects while they abandon us in very real and serious ways. Focus in on where the true power lies. BlackRock, Vanguard, 6th Street. These are the owners of the society. These are the people who are responsible for the destruction of the civil society. These are the worthless parasites who have stood atop the ruin that they create and declare themselves our betters. Stop being taken in by their clowns. Alright guys, this will be the end of this one. Always remember, you are a quantum being, walking around in quantum energy. A temporal refugee. These billionaires are spending hundreds of billions of dollars in the hopes that you'll never realize it. You'll just stay the good little commodity that they need you to be. Rebel. Revolt. Repent. Good luck. We're gonna need it.